Hello YouTube, so today I'm back with another tutorial and today I'm going to be doing makeup for an interview. Today I'm actually going on an interview myself, so I said I'd film me doing my makeup and make it into an interview makeup tutorial. So it's going to be kept very basic and very simple. You don't want to be too overdone going into an interview, you just want to look well and look groomed. So it will be a very simple wearable look and I hope you enjoy. So I like to use a primer for my skin, so I'm starting off with Benefit's Porefessional primer. And I've already sanitized my hands and I'm just spreading that on with my fingertips. For my foundation I'm using Bourjois Healthy Mix Foundation and mine is the number 53. And I'm taking that on a flat top kabuki brush. This is from Suede Lace and it's the FB07. I'm going for an interview at the place I work. I have a part-time office job and there's one of the girls from the office is going out on maternity leave, so they're interviewing for her cover basically. So it's not too daunting because it would basically just be a bonus to get the extra hours. But I am being interviewed by people that I don't see, so like the heads of the company who don't actually work where I work, so I do want to give a good impression. I haven't actually seen them since I did my first interview. And sorry if you can hear a noise, I film in front of my window and the kids outside are going up and down the road on their bikes, so you might be able to hear that. So now that I've evened out my overall skin tone, I'm going to take some concealer. I'm using NYX's Full Coverage Concealer. I think it's also called Concealer in a Jar, and the colour I'm using is in 04 Beige. And I'm taking that on a Real Techniques detailer brush, which is a little concealer brush. I'm going over any little blemishes I have. Just taking that over my brow bone because I just plucked my eyebrow, so there's a bit of redness there, and it might be just a good idea to do your brows. It would be a better idea to do it the night before so that you don't get this redness like I have. So my concealer is a little bit lighter than the foundation, so I'm just pushing over it with the foundation brush, so whatever's left on it will just help blend it in. Then for my under eye concealer I'm using Clinique's Line Smoothing Concealer in 08 Medium Beige. I get a little bit of darkness at the outer corners of my eyes as well. And I'm just going to use my ring finger to blend that out. Now again for my eyes I like to use a primer and I'm using e.l.f.'s Mineral Eyeshadow Primer. Dotting that on. And this is just going to prevent creasing. Again, the makeup is very simple, so we're going very safe. I think that's kind of the best overall thing to go for when you're going for an interview, so kind of safe makeup, safe outfit, safe hair. I just slicked mine back into a bun. So as a base for my shadows I'm using a cream shadow, and this is from Guru Makeup Emporium and it is in the colour Nude Shimmer. And I'm using a Real Techniques shading brush to just place that over the lid. Rather than going for any kind of dark or smoky look, I'm going for something quite fresh and bright. For your shadows then you might want to take out any neutral palette that you have. I'm going for the Lorac Pro one today, but Urban Decay have their naked palettes, and I have this one here from H&M which is called Nudes, and this is only a few euro. So you just need some neutral shadows. You don't need any crazy intensity, crazy pigmented shadows, so whatever you have should do the trick. I'm flipping over that brush that I was using for the cream shadow and I'm going to take Champagne, which is this colour right here. Placing that on the inner half of the eye. Now I like to go over my cream shadows with a bit of shadow powder, but if you have drier lids or if you don't find that you get creasing in your lids, you could totally just wear a cream shadow just on its own like that, and then maybe a little bit of something through the crease. But I like to top it off to make sure it lasts, because my interview is at 3:30 and I'm actually then starting my shift at 4:30 and I'm working till 9, so I do need this to last. It's not just going in for a half-hour interview or anything. Then I'm taking light bronze, it's this colour here. I'm going over the rest of the lid. And layering your products like this will also help them pop a little bit more. Going over a cream shadow with powder shadow. Then with my MAC 224 I'm taking Taupe, which is a matte light brown colour here. or medium brown even. And I'm buffing that into the crease. So I'm just adding a little bit of depth and dimension to the eye. I'm not looking for anything too dark, too smoky. For my lower lash line, I'm taking a flat definer brush like this and Sable, which is another matte colour and it's a darker brown than the one I used. And I'm just going to push that into the lower lash line. I'm keeping it just mainly towards the outer half. Taking that brush I was using earlier and just blending that a little bit. So it just creates a little bit of definition but nothing too noticeable or dramatic. Then using the same brush I'm taking Espresso, which is a deep brown here, again matte, and I'm just gently going to push that into the outer half of the top lash line. So again, just adding very soft definition. And to give a very awake and open look to the eye, I'm using a light coloured eye pencil and I'm using a white today. You could use a nude pencil as well. And I'm just putting that in the lower waterline. So it just opens up the eye and makes you look more bright and awake. I'm now going to curl my lashes and apply mascara. I'm using Benefit's They're Real. And curling your lashes before your mascara again helps to just open up the eye. Lashes then I'm using Clinique's Bottom Lash Mascara, and this comes with a teeny little wand to help catch those little hairs, and the formula itself also helps prevent any kind of smudging throughout the day. Then moving on to the brows, it is a good idea to fill in your brows with a little bit of something because your brows frame your face and it really adds to the whole look. And if you don't usually fill in your brows or you have quite fair hair, then you might want to use something that's quite light so that it's not too dramatic or you go overboard. So a light coloured shadow or a light brow pencil if you can find one. A good shadow would be MAC's Omega, that's a great one. But today for myself I'm using my trusty Rimmel dark brown brow pencil. And if you're not used to doing this, just take a very light hand and in little strokes just brush over the brow. See the difference there, it's not too much but it just kind of completes the look. So going back to my face, I'm going to powder and I'm using Makeup Forever's HD loose powder, and I'm using this because I'm not going to be getting any photos taken today, so I'm not worried about flashback, and I like the mattifying effect it gives. You probably would want to go for something more mattifying because if you're nervous or anything and you get a bit warm you might get a little bit shiny, so having that bit of powder will just prevent that coming through so much. For my blush I'm using Sleek's Suede, which is a nice neutral colour. Any soft coloured blush will work nicely so these don't go overboard. For my lips I'm taking number 7's 20 Nude Lip Pencil, just outlining with that. For my lipstick I'm taking 17's Lasting Fix lipstick in Dare to Bear, and these Lasting Fix lipsticks by 17 are very long lasting. They really stain the lips. But the colour can wear a little bit differently than they are in the tube, just a warning if you're going to pick one up. So here you have the finished look. Again, you needn't use both the cream shadow and the powder shadow, you could just use one or the other. I just wanted to use it because I will be wearing it for the rest of the night, but having both of them on also kind of amps up the shimmer on that. So I hope you liked the look and I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If you are going for an interview, the very best of luck to you. Keep calm and think positively and you'll do just fine. Again, thanks so much for watching. If you have any comments, questions or requests, you can leave them below or you can tweet me at RealmOfMakeup. Also, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and click that subscribe button. It would mean so much to me and it's totally free. So again, thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in a later video. Bye!